Am I recording?
I don't see it.
Oh, we're there. Hey, guys. It is Vic. Twice in a row, you guys screw up.
No, I'm waiting for Cesar because he's in the middle. It's supposed to go Vic, Cesar, Robert. You messed up twice in a row. You're fired.
Cesar.
Roberto.
The Triple Cap Show, live masculinity and a little bit of stupidity as well.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
So how's it going, guys?
How y'all doing?
How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. Just ready to rock and roll on this show. Smoking nice
Living
cigar.
life.
Yes. We're
Speaking of that cigar. Oh, sure. Never mind.
You got yours, right? Oh,
Yeah,
man,
I'm good. Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so Cesar, tell them what we're smoking tonight.
So we're smoking the Camacho Diploma Special Selection. This is all Honduran puro tobacco, man. It's from the wrapper, the binder, and fitter is Honduran Corojo. It is a 54. I mean, it's a 5x54 Robusto Extra, guys. And
I believe it's a 5.5 by 54. If I remember correctly.
It shows 5.
Oh no, you're right. No. It is 5.
And MSRP on these bad boys are around $20 if you can still find them. They come in like a nice coffin, like a dark purple coffin. I'm pretty sure, guys, you've seen them already.
Yeah, this is the coffin, triangular, very, very cool. I didn't send you guys the coffin because I was trying to make my shipping costs as low as possible. So I kept the coffins out so I could compact everything.
Oh, it's all good.
But these are I bought these in 2017. These were I believe these were the first release of this original diploma once they started doing it again. So they've been sitting in my human, and these are my last 3. I'm out after this, man.
Well, we're about to see them get smoked.
What a day! I had a sort of an interview with Tom from Cigar Medics today about the humidimeter. It went up on their IGTV, and I think they put it up on their YouTube channel as well. But we had a cool discussion, talked about the humidimeter, and they just wanted to get some feedback from me and my use of what my experience has been with it. And we talked about some haters out there, about people out there that hate or don't think the humidimeter is cool.
Yeah,
those people have farts in their head basically, because the humidimeter is awesome.
Yeah, I've used it once. I think it's a cool little tool in case you really need to know how 60%.
I've thought about getting one.
Yeah,
because we used it whenever Diggins came down with us, and I liked it. But
when Diggins came down with you,
yeah,
when he had his, and we tried it out.
We got Stephen Wells in the house, Daniel Perry, Mike Ortiz is there, Andre, Adam Wolf, Carlos from My First Cigar.
What is up, guys? What's up, Carlos, Big Mike, Adam? What is up, everybody?
Welcome.
Welcome to the Triple Cap Show. We're going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to try to squeeze it in all in like in an hour and a half. So.
Well, hour and a half to 2 hours. We might go 2 hours, but it depends. I guess it depends on how fast we smoke these cigars.
Yeah.
This is my second cigar today.
I got a special guest coming up right next to me.
Uh-oh.
Who's that?
JJ Cruz.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, JJ in the house.
JJ.
Oh, nice.
He just came from Wuhan, China.
Nice.
He came down to Texas to visit, so he's in a quarantine.
Keep it all in the
Starting
family.
Not much right now.
Wow, the draw on this cigar is really really loose. It's almost too loose.
Hey, I got some drink here. And whatever you want to do, sir. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
Carlos says he uses his here. I'll put it up on the screen. I sent Carlos a humidimeter about, I don't know, a month and a half ago or something. I use it all the time. It's awesome. I'm learning a lot about my cigars and the setup because of it. That's exactly what we talked about. Tom should be on here at some point. He was gonna drop in the chat tonight. But yeah.
Ooh, it's got a really nice draw to it.
Yeah,
like
it does.
Nice aroma.
I got a very nice leathery aroma, and it's really nice and oily on my lips. And the draw is perfect.
Very rich chocolate.
You're getting a lot of chocolate.
That what's that called? That graham cookie? That cinnamon
graham cracker.
Graham cracker. There you go.
I'm not getting graham cracker. I'm getting a lot of cinnamon and a decent amount of dark chocolate, though.
Yeah, I got rich chocolate, a lot of leather, and it is very oily, like Cesar said.
Yeah, I agree with the oily part. This cigar is beautiful. I forgot to take pictures before I lit mine up. But the band on this cigar is absolutely gorgeous. I love this band.
Yeah, I was able to take a picture right before.
Very cool. Adam Wolf, I used to check my packages. I used it to check my packages from Fox Cigar today. All right, man. He ordered some stuff from Fox. Very cool. So we had a good, oh my gosh. So today, this is my second cigar today. I smoked a Crown Heads Las Calaveras the 2019 Las Calaveras while I was on their thing today. And oh my gosh, that cigar kind of floats under my radar. I've got quite a few of them, but I don't think about smoking it very often because I've been smoking a lot of the Coalición lately. But but holy cow, that cigar is so good.
Man, this is a good cigar so far, man. Just give me a little bit of light spice, some chocolate notes and leather.
It's got some great notes, man. Very, very good. I got these at Fox Cigar, and I paid $15 per cigar for these, and I ended up going back and buying some more. I bought a total of 6, and I've smoked 3 of them, and then we're smoking the last 3 tonight, and that's it. Can't get them anymore. I should have bought one more so I could hold it in the humidor for a while.
Yeah, I've seen it before in my local B&Ms where I've gone before, and they run around $20 every time I see them. You can probably still see them pop here and there in some of the stores because I've still seen them since last year.
I don't think you can the 2017. They've released the 18 and the 19. They did this, and then they released a Maduro one that was all black.
No, it was purple. It was that dark purple.
The 18 and the 19 were the same color.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought they kind of like change color every year.
No, so the 2017, I don't think you can find it anymore, which is a bummer. I haven't even had the other ones, so maybe they're just as good. I don't know. So how was you guys' week?
It's been a week. Man,
this commentary brought to you by.
No, it's just between with work, man. It's just been. Luckily, we picked up, but man, it's been so slow.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, we,
just took a ball to the face.
I've been super busy, man. I've been working at least 12 hours, 13 hours a day, Monday through Friday.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, business has picked up. But as far as that, I mean, I've gone to a couple of concerts. I had a
Shut
couple of
up.
barbecues in the back.
This guy. Yeah, thank you. Concerts. Yeah,
Just go home.
I
and
went
do
to the
nothing.
opening of the Astros.
Yeah.
We went to that.
The non-opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there.
I'll tell you, for me, it has been this week was a weird week because it went by really fast and yet it went by really slow for me too. I just got beat up this week between work. My wife had me shoveling compost all week long. I've been emptying out our compost onto our garden and stuff, and so I've been shoveling a lot of dirt. And today I had to free one of our chickens got trapped under our goat milking shed. They were going under there laying eggs, and I thought they were all out, so I plugged all the holes. Well, I trapped one in there, and she was in there for like a day and a half, and she kept poking her head out through little holes, trying to figure out how to get out. And my wife spotted her and said, "Hey, we still got one under there." So I had to fish her out today.
That's pretty cool. Sounds more exciting than our life, being stuck at home doing nothing.
Right?
I'm out chasing my dog. Just can't shut up in the middle of the night. Keeps crying. And I'm like, what's wrong with him? Shut up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you talking about the little bitty one you got now?
Yeah. I was like, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, come on, shut up.
That
Really?
dog looks like an Ewok.
Yeah.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a Shih Tzu.
Ah, Shih Tzu.
Half mop.
Yeah.
What's Andre says, because of COVID-19, Cigars International Hamburg, where I buy most of my cigars, is closed. Yeah, I think everything down in the valley is closed, but Fox Cigar is still doing their warehouse. They still got online sales going.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But
well, our shop still we can still just walk in there and pick our cigar and walk right back out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Here in Texas, we do what we feel like doing.
They're like, y'all are on restriction. They're like, what restriction?
Yeah.
Come restrict me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there is a lot of, everybody's doing what we have to, you know what I mean? But some of the shops that are open, they're doing their part, their way to keep it, safe and everything. So,
I mean, there's only so much you can do.
yeah. But yesterday, I was telling Robert I did the day before yesterday, I did a review of the Roma Craft, the Neanderthal.
Okay.
Dude, what a cigar, man. That was a great cigar.
Mm-hmm. How'd that go for you?
The problem
I don't know how
how
long my mic has been muted, but I was talking and asking questions, and it said mic is muted, but it was right over Cesar. So I was saying, Cesar, your mic is muted. I'm like, wait a minute, I can hear him.
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah, yeah. So we did. I did the review, and towards the end, after I was done, guess what? There was no sound on the whole review.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sucks.
I told him what he has to do is go back and just commentary over the whole thing.
Yeah, some people don't like that. I don't have a problem with it. You should.
No.
Save your video, man.
Oh man, it's just so hard to do that. What was I saying right here? It's like
he's gonna be like, "All right, I'm cutting the cigar.
Yeah.
I'm lighting the cigar."
Right here, the cigar was really good. It was also really good right here at this point.
Yeah, but hey, guys, only you might. If you guys on YouTube, if you go to our Twitch, it's all there. It's just long. It's just about as long as a cigar smoke, man. So if you want to go check it out, you can check it out at the smoke_ends_lead on Twitch, and you'll find it there. And it was a fun review, but damn, it just
you should just
so
post it and put the title, do like silent film or something like that.
Yeah, put it in black and white and do silent film. Put the scratchies over it and stuff.
If I can figure something out with that, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put it up there just as for something funny or something, you know.
That would be pretty funny.
And in the end, I'll just blame Carol Baskin.
There you go.
It's her fault. Oh my gosh, my guys.
Ooh, excuse me.
My wife made homemade chocolate chip cookies yesterday,
Oh.
and oh my gosh, it's been a long time since I've had homemade chocolate chip cookies. She does this thing. Sometimes she does these. I think she calls them microwave cookies or something. But basically, we've got these little dishes like this, and she basically just puts the elements of a single cookie in there, and then she microwaves it for like 3 minutes, and you end up with kind of a little personal cookie, although it's a big one, but it's really gooey and stuff. And whenever she makes them for me, I'm like, gosh darn it, with this goo, man, I don't want a gooey cookie. I want it a little more baked so that it's a little bit fluffy and stuff. And she's like, that's how they're supposed to be. I was like, I think this whole freaking cookie dough thing is a travesty and an absolute. I'm against cookie dough. I think the whole cookie dough thing is crap, and she loves cookie dough. So anyway, she made some real cookies and baked them to perfection, and then I had 2 more tonight, and she was like, how many cookies can you have in one day and not have it be too many? And I said, well, let's look at it this way. If you have 2 today and I have 2 today, then we can have 2 tomorrow as well. And she said, but I really want 3. And I said, well, then have 3, but then you only get 1 tomorrow and I get 2. And I'm not giving up my 1, man. So she's got 1 tomorrow and I've got 2.
Oh, heck yeah. I gotta keep. Let's see.
So a quick question on since we're going through this whole pandemic and it's, people are going crazy looking for food, looking for meat, toilet paper, and all that stuff. But besides all that, are you guys? Do you guys went out there and bought some ammunition? Maybe Mary already had some in stock. What are you using on the side of your bed to make sure that if some idiot decides to want to break into your house or whatever while you're there, you're ready to rock and roll?
Good question.
You won, bro. I'll never go to your house.
Too dangerous.
Like a warning.
Too dangerous.
That's awesome. No,
man.
I haven't bought any ammo or anything because I already have a sufficient amount of ammo for myself, I believe, but my home defense / personal defense weapon is a car P40, a 40 caliber.
Okay. Sounds good.
It sounds nice.
I really want a SIG. I want a 6 Sauer so bad. And last year for Christmas, I bought my wife a Walther, a 9mm Walther. And
those are nice too.
Oh my gosh, it feels so nice. It shoots so nice. So the thing with my car is I really have a hard time figuring the sights out. I don't know why, but when I go out shooting, for the first couple clips, I shoot low over and over again, and I'm like, what is going on? It always takes me a couple clips to figure out my sights again.
Yeah. You mean a couple mags?
Magazines, whatever.
You know Cantu is going to correct you on anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we start showing guns on here. Like I said, he's going to be, and there's more. He's going to lay it all out.
No, I don't
He's
like
got-
guns. I don't believe in guns. I think they should be banned and all that
Yeah.
Shut up.
Better watch. He said, "Look, if you turn to his left, he's got his own little private armory."
Yeah. Adam Wolf says, wait a minute, I pulled the wrong one up.
Hey, is this my left?
Yeah, here we go. Andre Browning BPS 12 gauge is my thing. 20 inches Defender.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
A 12 gauge, man. I've also got a 12 gauge in the house that I taught my wife how to shoot.
Yeah, I have. Well, it's not considered a 12. Well, it's a 12 gauge. It's not considered a shotgun. It's more like a pistol, I guess you can call it, or handgun. I can't remember what they call it now. It's a Remington TAC 14, which is like a shorter version of basically just a short version of shotgun.
Okay.
Like a Mossberg Shockwave, basically.
Does it have? Does it just have the like pistol grip style, or is it?
It's almost like a pistol grip, but it's got that bird handle. It's like it's.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's amazing. I had that one under my bed with.
Well, now I know where to look.
Well, if you get that close.
Shoot, no, we got the what is it called? The Circuit Judge.
Circuit Judge?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Holy crap. Bring that up here again. Wow. Nice. That
It's a
is
rifle
slick.
revolver.
What caliber is it?
It shoots 410 and 45.
Oh, nice. That is awesome, man. That is real nice. I didn't bring any of my guns out to show off, but so do you guys hunt at all?
Yeah. I wasn't able to go this year because I just got the house and spent a bunch of money and stuff. But next year I'll definitely be going.
Okay, hold on a second. Daniel says he uses a Glock 23, 40 caliber. 40 caliber for a handgun to me is awesome. I've got a 45 and a 40. The 40 is to me like the primo because you get more capacity, you get more stopping power, whatever.
This is a 40 caliber right here, which is Springfield XDS in 40.
So what do you guys think of the Glock?
Oh, I love the Glock.
I am not a Glock guy. To me, a Glock feels so weird when I hold it. They just don't.
Can't see it.
They don't feel right, man.
Well,
I always feel like I got to lean my hand down too much with them.
Well, my wife carries a Glock with her everywhere she goes, which is this one.
Oh, nice.
That one should be yours. That one matches your eyes.
Is that a 9?
Yeah, it's a 9mm.
All right.
And then my Glock is this one. So you want to talk about Glocks?
Holy crap.
It's got the Blacklist barrel, Blacklist guard with night sights from Trigicon.
Oh, cool.
Camera's too short, but there you go. It's Glock 19.
That's pretty
Pretty
nice. 19. What is that? What caliber is that? 45?
It's a 9.
Oh, that's a 9? What are you
Yeah.
shooting a 9 for, man?
I can find ammo everywhere I go, man.
That's the default answer. Everyone says that, although you can find 40 caliber just as easy now, and you get a lot more stopping power with a 40.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't have a problem with 40. Like I said, I carry this one with me all day, every day, the Springfield XDS.
Okay, right.
And at that time, when I was looking to buy that gun, I was looking at the 9mm, I was looking at the 45, and I could not make up my mind. I was like, I don't know which one to get. I mean, I'm losing 2 rounds if I get the 45. I'm gaining a round. I'm gaining 2 rounds with the 9.
Right.
And here comes the, my guy from the gun store, and he was like, "Hey, bro, we also got a 40 caliber. If you can't make up your mind." I was like, "Come on, bring it on."
Where did that one fall so far as capacity?
1 round. It just drops 1 round. That's it. Instead of
Okay.
2.
Okay.
So basically, it holds 6 plus 1, and then it gives you. You also have an extended magazine, which gives you 7 plus 1.
Okay. Yeah, my car P40 is the same. So I've got one magazine that's 6 and one that's no, it's 7, and gosh, I want to say it's 8, but I think it's 7 actually. So what do you guys think of the 1911 45?
I like it. I actually looking at buying. There's 2 that I have my eye on. I'm looking at getting the Colt. It's a Colt competition.
I don't know.
It's got the blue handles on it. 45, of course.
Okay.
There's somewhere
Or
under.
the
I'm looking
6 hour. I think it's called like Scorpion
somewhere
King or
under.
something like that.
Hey Rob, lift your mic a little bit more, man.
Oh man, I got shot in the face.
We can still hear you. You got to lift
Oh,
that
that's
mic
nasty,
a little bit
bro.
more, man.
You can't be
I don't
saying
know
you got
where.
shot in the face, bro, on live camera.
I did.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Especially with Joe, with what's his name, Joe Exotic being there with you, man.
Joe. No, he dropped one of my cigars and it's gone in the abyss now.
Into the abyss? I'm familiar with the abyss, not the abyss, though. Is that like a deeper abyss or something?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. He's
What is he
looking for
doing? Look at him. Not
I
on
don't
camera, bro.
You're funny guy. Funny guy.
They're gonna find this clip.
Man,
and put it
we
on
gotta.
Netflix.
I gotta slow down on the smoke, man. It smokes really fast.
It's real
It is
nice
smoking
though.
pretty fast, but
It's
real
super nice,
smooth.
but the it's just the draw for me is a little too easy. The nice thing is I'm getting tons of smoke. I mean, it's the burn is great. I'm getting a lot of smoke, but it's just a little too easy of a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shot a 6-hour a number of years ago at a place in Phoenix and immediately fell in love with the gun, and I've wanted one ever since. That was like man, about 28, 29 years ago.
Yeah.
But my wife's Walter that I got her, man, it feels awesome. And I can shoot dead on with that thing every time. So I'm looking at the Walter 40 caliber as well. I don't know if I'll keep my car or if I'll get rid of it. So my car isn't registered or anything. I bought it private party.
Well, why do you get rid of it? Just put it aside, get another one. When you get tired of that, you pull out the other one. You just rotate them.
Maybe you're right. I got a good deal on the car. There was a guy was looking to get rid of it, and I met a guy in a really obscure parking lot, nobody around, and this was near Flagstaff, Arizona, and I was like, man, this is one of those situations. And I found him on Craigslist. I was like, man, I might show up and this guy might jack me right on the spot or something, man.
Here in Texas, we got a site called Texas Gun Traders, and
Okay.
it's like a Craigslist, but nothing but guns and gun accessories, and you do the same thing, just like Craigslist, but it's all firearms.
James, hey Vic, long ass James, aka Out of Order, watching from Kentucky. That's awesome. He follows us on. He's part of the Patriarchal Smoke Group.
Awesome.
And
Oh, really? Awesome.
yeah, his nickname is Out of Order. I don't think he minds me telling. He had an accident and he's got an arm that doesn't work right. So he's got a tattoo of a sign that says Out of Order on his arm.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
He's gone public with that. So I hope that was okay, James. I hope I think you're cool with that because you've gone public with it. But yeah, he's a cool dude. That's very cool, man. Very, very cool. Yeah. So that brings. Okay, let me ask you guys this: have you guys ever been in a situation where you needed to rely on some type of weapon, whether it came to anything or not? Just like where you were like, I better be ready for this.
Not really.
Yeah, I have. Actually, last year I was on my way back to Houston, and I'm on a lonely road. But at this time there was kind of like there was some type of traffic, and we're on our way back. Well, I was by myself. I was on my way back, and I see this guy in a Harley, a biker guy, gets real close to me, gets right in front of me, slows the traffic down to like 20, 30 miles an hour. And I'm going, what's wrong with this guy? He looks pissed off, and I'm going, I know I didn't do it. You know, I'm just kind of like, what the hell? So he pulls out a gun.
Wow.
And he keeps looking towards my way. So I pull out my gun, and I'm freaking out, going, what the hell's going on? So I have my gun pointed towards him, but not where he can see it, you know, just in case he aims at me, I can, you know,
right,
protect myself. Then while I'm doing that, here comes another biker, and he comes around and gets in front of the truck and does the same thing. But it wasn't me that they were after. They were after somebody else that I guess cut him off the road, or they recognized this guy, because after that they moved out of the side, let me go through. And the whole time I'm just kind of like aiming my gun towards them, like, oh man, I hope these guys don't shoot through my door. You know, I'm just like,
that is scary.
dude, it was tripped out.
Yeah, I've never had a situation where I would need it yet, knock on wood, but you know.
I
Go
have been kind of a weird magnet for situations. I've been in a handful of situations where, but now, well, one with a gun. Oh, this is a crazy story. I didn't have a gun. I used to own a locksmith business. I used to be a registered licensed locksmith and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was getting my business started, you know, I was doing any work I could find just to get the business going and stuff. And I got a call at like 1:30 in the morning, and they said, "Hey, I locked my keys in." No, he lost his keys, and he was wondering if I could come out and make a key for his car. Okay, what kind of car is it? Whatever. He gave me the address, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a bad part of town, man. I didn't know the exact corner, but I knew the area was a bad part of town. And I said, yeah, give me 45 minutes. I'll be out there. So I get out there. It is in one of the worst areas in Phoenix, just a really, really bad zone. And it's this bar. And at the time, that bar was the only thing at that intersection. It was just open fields and stuff. And it was all Hispanic and black people. I was the only white guy there when I showed up, and I proceed to get in this guy's car. I pull the steering wheel off. I get a key made for him and stuff. Just as I'm finishing up, and I told the guy what he owed me, which I way undercharged him. I think I charged him like $80. It easily was like a $250 call, but I was like, I just need to make money, you know. So apparently, so some dude comes up, and he's got a tire iron in his hand, and while I'm working in the car, this dude just nearly beat to death some guy in front of the car. And I'm like freaking out, and he's just wailing on this guy with this tire iron.
What the hell?
And I'm like, what the crap, man? And this was this was before cell phones. I had one of those big bag car phones that and it was still in my rig and stuff. And and I'm like freaking out. And so the dude that I'm doing the job for, he comes up and he said, just stay in the car. We'll stay around the car. Everything will be cool, but just make my key. So I'm like freaking out trying to get this key done. So after I get the key done, I get out and I'm like, okay, here's what you owe me. Well, when he starts pulling out his money, that same guy comes up again, but now he's got a revolver. I don't know if it was a 38 or what it was, but he's waving this revolver around, and he said, man, you owe me money. You're not giving him money. You owe me money and stuff. And
Wow.
He's waving this thing around, and
damn.
I'm just like standing there, and I'm trying to figure out what the heck am I going to do to get out of this, man. And some women had gone around the other side of the car, and they got in, and they were telling me, get in the car. And I was feeling like the car is the last place I want to be. I don't want to get in there and be confined and stuff. So I was just standing there, but I was kind of pinned against the car between the door and these two guys, and this guy's waving this gun around. And I said, dude, I am just trying to make a living here. I said, I don't know anything about what's going on, but I just did this job. And I said, I'm leaving with that money. And he puts the gun right in my face, and he called me an MFer, and he said, you're not getting my money. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is escalating like crazy, man. I'm freaking out.
Wow.
And so I didn't know what else to do. So I just kind of got in the guy's face and stood him off. And I said, I just took a minute to breathe. There's all kinds of commotion because there's people partying, there's other people fighting, all this crap is going on, and it's like total mayhem. And I screamed. I don't remember what I screamed, but I screamed at the top of my lungs. Everyone stopped and looked at me, and I said, I'm the only white guy here, and you guys are freaking me out. Everyone started laughing. Everyone started laughing. The guy switched hands with the gun, slapped me on the back, and he said, no, you're okay, brother. He let the dude give me the money. I got in my truck, and I hightailed it.
That's awesome. That's one way to break it.
I'm going to do that one day. Now, I'm going to try that to get out of some shit.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Vic, try the tried and true SIG P226. I had one for years, loved it. Glock 17 9mm plus many others.
Nice.
226,
nice.
Yes. I don't know. There's
Like,
something about the feel of that SIG, man. It just fits my hand so beautifully.
If you like the SIG and you're looking at getting the SIG like a 1911, man, look at that the Scorpion, man. That's a real nice SIG, brother. That color is like that sand color.
Okay.
Real beautiful color, man. That thing stands out. As soon as you see it, you're like, oh wow. And I think they run around $800 somewhere in that area, $900.
Okay, that's not bad, man.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you catch them for that price. I think regular price is like around $1,000. Still not bad.
Look at this band. That band is beautiful, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I just had to take mine off as well. Wherever it went.
It's so smooth and leathery and chocolatey.
It's very, very smooth.
No spice on it or nothing.
The leather on it is really nice, and all the flavors on this thing are balanced really nice. This cigar is tip top.
Yeah, it's strictly just like rich chocolate and coffee is what I'm getting with leather, and that's it. No spice, nothing. It's really solid stick.
I'm not getting the coffee, but I agree with you. This is a solid stick. So
Yeah,
what
I'm not
about?
getting coffee.
So I've actually been in a lot more situations where I've had to actually pull a knife and use a knife. I'm a big fan of knives. So what do you guys think of knives?
I love knives. I'm always looking at. If I'm not looking at on websites, if I'm not looking at knives, I'm looking at guns or cigars. That's all I'm doing all day. And look at man, there goes my check. I just found something. I'll screenshot it. Go back and get it later.
Right. What are you pulling out there? Holy crap! Look at that thing. That's a nice looking knife, but that's a hard knife to sharpen well, man.
Yeah, I have another one, but I didn't bring it out here because it came apart from the blade detached from the actual handle itself.
So it's a piece of crap, you're saying?
No, it's really solid. It's an older one, but
Okay, so speaking of that issue, you've got folders, you've got full tang, and you've got like a rat tail tang or something. What kind of knife do you guys typically carry?
I usually carry, like, if I'm wearing nice clothes or whatever. If I'm not at work, I'm carrying my Spyderco paramilitary 2 knife, which is
yes.
here. And I love this knife, man. These things come out sharp. I mean, they
You should
are
try cutting your like hair real fast.
No, thanks. I've actually cut my fingerprints off of this one somehow. I don't know how I did it.
Robert, you look like you belong in Pirates of the Caribbean with that knife. Carlos says.
There you go.
And my work knife is actually just a nice little snap-on knife that I found.
Oh, a little snap-on. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on mute. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. I'm not a fan of folders. I don't carry folders at all. I only carry full tang blades. So this is my daily carry. This thing is with me even when I travel. This goes with me everywhere I go, and I process animals with this. I process my animals with this. I do everything with it. I use this to cut my steak. I don't use any of my house knives. I use this to cut my steak and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I do with my knife, like my Spyderco. I mean, fruit. I've gutted a squirrel. You know, we went out there hunting one day and we were looking for some squirrel.
Have you eaten? Do you eat squirrel?
Yeah.
I eat squirrel too, dude.
As long as it's not from the city.
Well, yeah, that's true. I even eat roadkill squirrel if I know that it died. Recently. I've seen squirrels get hit before, and I've stopped and thrown them in the back of my truck, take them home, and cut them up, man.
Squirrel's like, oh my God, somebody's about to save me. Yeah, right.
You're going home, bro.
You just saved me around.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's my daily carry. Then I have I do a lot of bushcraft stuff, and when I'm out in the bush, I've got this baby, this thing.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh, this
that
knife.
Thing's beautiful. What brand is that?
Okay, so the company there was a company called Blind Horse Knives. Most of my knives are from Blind Horse. Blind Horse Knives. They do all this by hand. They start with just stock steel. They do the hardening process. They shape them. They put the micarta handles on. They do the whole bit. And Blind Horse Knives split, and then one owner started a new company called LT Wright Knives, LT Wright Custom Knives, and the other guy kept the BHK of Blind Horse Knives, and he started Battle Horse Knives. And and they do fantastic work. But this is what I use out in the bush for bushcraft stuff mostly. But I've done a little bit of processing with this before and stuff. It's a heavy knife, and it's got a good handle on it. But this is my favorite knife. I love this thing, and I actually made this sheath. And if you look at the back, you can see that's an old school version of the High Desert Man logo.
Wow, that is a nice looking sheath, man.
Yeah, I do leather work too, so I make a lot of sheaths for friends and stuff.
Maybe you should make me one. I'm trying to get one for one of my knives.
You'll have to send me the knife for a while.
Here you go.
I can do it.
Ready?
Oh, look at that.
Is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Is that from Benchmade, or where's that one from? Benchmade. Oh, that's nice.
What's all over it?
So it's got an eagle and
Oh, okay. I thought it was like bloodstains or something, man.
No. See, so it comes in handy though. This is the one that was broken by the handle. So if it comes down to it, well,
You got some brass knuckles then, right?
there it goes. See, now I got brass knuckles. And I got blade.
So Daniel, this is my daily carry. This is also a blind horse knife, and it's called the it's either called the Frontier or the Patriot. I can't remember, but
Those are nice.
I haven't made a sheath for this one yet. I plan on doing it, but this one's got my it says Verge on it. My first name is Virgil, and my nickname has always been the Verge, and so I had him laser etched Verge on it. But that's my daily
Daniel
carry.
says he has a a Spider Code Tenacious, which is a real nice knife.
Is it?
Yeah, they run around about $50-$60. Sometimes you catch them on what is that website? I always see them on there. Blade HQ.
Oh, Blade HQ. I love that website, man. That place
they
is
got
great.
all the knives there. Yeah,
They carry
that's
Blade
where
HQ.
actually I got this one from.
Blade HQ carries the LT Wright custom knife. So this is a knife that LT Wright still does. This is on Blade HQ. I think this one is on Blade HQ. And this is actually the one that I process game with out in the field.
Oh, look at that. That's nice.
I like that one.
It's actually a miniature design of a very, very old, an old Canadian bushcrafter came up with this design. And but his knife was much bigger, and they just scaled it down. And this is a great knife for processing game. And this thing is wicked sharp.
I've got one other knife, but I have no clue where it's at. It's actually I actually use it for fishing, and man, that's probably my sharpest knife out of all of them.
Like a filleter for filleting the fish.
I also have this knife. This was given to me by, believe it or not, a homeless man.
Oh, really?
I remember that one.
Yeah.
What?
So I went to buy some what was it, a church's chicken for lunch. I was at work, and there was a homeless guy that walks in there. After I was done eating, he asked me if I can buy him something. He goes, "Buy me anything. I'm really hungry." And I was like, "All right, man, whatever you want, go ahead and pick it out. I'll get it. I got you."
That's cool.
So he picks out his meal and everything, and I pay for it. And as soon as I was walking out, he's like, "Thank you so much, man. Here, man. This is a gift from me to you." And I told him no, that I didn't want it. I mean, it was brand new, still, in the package. And I was like, "Dude, I'm good, man. You might need it or whatever." He's like, No. This is for you, from my heart, dude. Like, thank you so much. You don't understand how hungry I was. I'm like, "Yeah, but it's cool, brother. Like, you can keep your knife." And he's like, "Please don't take the knife, man. Thank you so much." I'm like, "All right."
Wow,
and everybody just
cool.
standing there watching, dude. Like, "Are you gonna take the knife? What's going on?"
Right. Hey, Carlos is getting ready to drop off in a little bit. So, Carlos, thank you so much, man, for dropping in for a little bit tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a blessed one.
It was nice seeing you today, man. But yeah, this one here is the Kershaw. I can't remember the name. Maybe it's on here. Yeah, it's not on here, but it's a Kershaw. But it was a real nice knife. I really like it.
So is that all you have is folders?
That's all I carry. I do have some other ones, but my main is folders, because I like to have them in my pocket. Because I carry a gun on me with an extra mag in my pocket, a knife. Sometimes I even carry a flashlight on me. So it's,
oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
I got throwing knives.
Throwing knives, nice. I was into throwing knives a lot when I was in junior high. That was a big thing when I was in junior high. Everyone wanted throwing stars and throwing knives, and we'd go to the little karate shop, and we'd just buy up all this cheap crap that they had, and we'd think we were cool, man.
Yeah, I got some Chinese stars, man.
Yeah. So Andre says his carry knife is a Normac, 4 inches. I'm not familiar with Normac. I haven't heard of, or Normark. Sorry, Normark. I haven't heard of that brand before. And then
Nor marked
Stogie,
4 inches.
Stogie Hound carries a buck. Man, buck's been around forever. My first knife my dad gave me was a buck.
I like those buck knives, man. Those are real nice. An old
They're
school
real
look.
knife. I still have a buck knife. Actually, the first one my dad gave me was a knife that his dad gave him. I don't know how old the knife is, but it has bone scales on it. So it's just a little tiny pocket knife, but I still have it, man. It's an awesome knife.
Yeah, those are buck knives. They're very similar to the case knives. They
Yes.
got that old school look, you know. Even what's that other brand that makes those type of knives too? Is I can't remember the name right now, but I'll remember whenever we.
Dude, are you having seizures over there? What's going on,
No, a
man?
bug landed right on my nose and then flew into my mustache. This one's mine.
I'm telling you, man, that Joe Exotico, they're doing something.
No. No. No.
Who's in the peanut gallery there, man? Bring them on camera for a second.
Yeah, put them on camera.
Look, come here. They want to see you. It's crazy because he's watching us on the phone, literally, like he's right here. But
If he's got a blonde mullet, man, we're gonna shut things down real quick.
oh no, he's got the ultimate stash. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. James says, "What? You guys don't carry a gherkin?" Hold on, I missed it. I missed it.
He
Man.
missed
Get
you. He
back
missed you. You said come back. He missed you.
Just
Slow motion.
oh, nice. He's got the total porn stash going.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think of those gherkin knives that Gherkin throws out? Hey, if Gherkin's giving those things out for free for buying a few cigars, there's not much you can say about that knife.
Yeah, it's probably got a cheap blade and all that. So yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I got
It's
another
good to
crazy
collect.
story. I got another crazy story for you guys that involves. So I used to have this really cool little stainless steel folder that I carried around for work, cutting boxes open and stuff. And we have, I don't know if they're still around, but we used to have a record and tape shop here called Zia Records.
Mhm.
And Zia Records was it wasn't your typical like Hastings Records and Tapes or Tower Records or those those big enterprise type or corporate places. It was a small store that just had really eclectic music and all kinds of stuff. And I used to drop in there. I used to work graveyard shift at this place, and I would drop in on my way to work, just burn some time and listen to some music and stuff. And I went in one night, and their parking lot was behind the store, and it was just a dirt parking lot with no lighting or anything. So I was there at night, so it was real dark. And I go walking into the store, and across the street was a Burger King, and there were two dudes arguing and yelling at each other at the Burger King when I was going in. And I was just like, man, those guys were really going at it. It really seemed like they were yelling at each other and stuff. So I went in. I was in that store probably for 45 minutes. And I went back out, and when I got into the parking lot, one of those guys approached me, and he came up and he was saying, hey, bro, you want to buy some stuff? And I couldn't really hear what he said, but I was like, no, I'm cool, man, whatever. Well, okay, I think this was something from God, because when I left the store, I just had a weird feeling, and I took my knife out and I opened it, and I just kind of hid it in the palm of my hand like this, and I just had the blade hidden like this, but it was small enough that I could carry it and just look natural,
Yeah.
And so he says, hey, come on, do you want some stuff? And I said, no, I'm cool, man. I don't need any stuff. I don't do anything. So just as that dialogue is happening, I remembered, wait a minute, I recognize this guy, and there was another guy with him. Just as I had that thought, I turned my head. The other guy was coming up behind me. So the first guy I was talking to, he's still approaching, and I stuck the tip of the knife right in his throat. I like pressed it in his throat. Only my finger was stopping it.
Man.
And I said, dude, I'll gut you right here if you take another step toward me. And he was like, whoa, and he backed off, and his friend was still approaching me. So I turned to his friend and I said, you too. I said, both of you, I will gut you guys right here and leave you here if you guys don't back off. And they backed off, man. They yelled a couple curse words at me. They were saying, hey, don't be such a dick or whatever. And
what if they were just selling Girl Scout cookies or something, man?
I don't need no Girl Scout cookies at 10 o'clock at night, man.
Straight up, he's gonna gut him like a fish.
I told him well, you know, it's odd because I weigh $160, and I'm really kind of a timid guy and stuff, but in all the situations I've had in my life that have been tense situations like that, when I asserted myself, it got me out of the situation. Every single time that has gotten me out of my situation.
Wow.
And so I knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen anymore, man. But that seems to be my fallback, is just try to be the bigger alpha.
Yeah. So James says he's asking if me and Robert are old enough to know what a record store is. I used to shop at Sam Goody's, man.
Oh, Sam Goody's. That was a great
Caesar's an old one. I know what a record is. Have I ever been in one? No. Like a record store? No, I've never been in one.
The best
I know what one is.
The best sounding music comes off of vinyl, man.
I've heard a record before.
My mom used to get so pissed off at me when I used to go mess with it and break the needle off, because I would always mess with it. And
why would you do that, man?
I didn't, dude. I was trying to be a DJ.
Is that
Yeah. Oh, my used to get so it was that, and so it had that on top, and it had the 8-tracks on the bottom. I can also play the 8-track in the bottom, and then down at the bottom had a big old speaker that had lights in it, and it looked like disco lights.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
The first album I ever bought myself was an 8-track of AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Whoa.
That was the first one I ever bought, man.
An 8-track?
Yeah. My dad had an 8-track stereo at home, and I brought that home. I was like, Dad, you got to hear this band, AC/DC. That's what got me into heavy metal, man. I was in 5th grade, and there was these two guys, Mike and Tony, at school.
Good night, Andre.
Andre's taking off?
Yeah.
Have a good one, Andre. Thanks for dropping in, man. And these guys were talking about AC/DC, and I think that was when the Back in Black album came out. But anyways, I was like, what's this AC/DC? At the time, my favorite band was the Bee Gees. And
God.
I heard AC/DC, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. What is this, man? And that I remember telling my uncle said, yeah, just wait until you get older. You'll start listening to softer music, and you'll get old and stuff. And I told him back then, I said, from this day forward, I will get heavier and heavier. And it has been true all my life. I listen to the heaviest, thrashiest metal to this day.
Really?
Yeah, I love freaking heavy metal, man.
My first, it was a cassette, but I do not remember the name of the band until this day. I wish I knew what band that was, but it was classic rock. I do not remember the name of the band. Oh, that drives me nuts. I remember the way the cover looked, and it had the whole band standing in the front, front of like the brick building. And they all had like long hair, torn jeans, just straight up classic rock, wearing Converse and stuff.
Was it, well, when you say classic rock, do you mean like 70s, 60s, and 70s type classic rock?
Maybe about 80s.
Okay, so you're thinking
of like AC/DC style.
Okay, so
Poison.
That's not classic rock, bro. That's hair metal. That's the old glam metal days.
Well, we call it classic rock here because that's what they say in our radio station, classic rock. And if they play AC/DC.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, AC/DC was back in that time frame, but it sounded like maybe you were explaining or describing Thin Lizzy or something like that.
Yeah, no. Cesar was probably a Love mixtape. Oh, it wasn't Love mixtape, but I remember buying it. I think it was at a Walmart or a Target. It was one of those two stores where I saw it at.
Oh, here
no,
we go.
it was a Kmart. Now that I remember.
Oh, Tim Allen still has 45s. That's awesome. James says Kiss Alive first record middle school. Man, the Kiss Alive 1 and 2. Oh, they were so good, and they both had epic drum solos on them. Peter Criss doing awesome drum solos. I was totally into Kiss back then.
Wow,
I've never liked Kiss.
I don't like Kiss at all now, but boy, I went through a phase where I had every Kiss album.
I like some other songs, but man, the way they dress, I'm like, what were people into, man? Sometimes I'm like, what in the world?
Oh, come on, that's like freaking Prince and everything.
Well, yeah, that's true. Man,
come on.
So, guys, imagine if you will. You guys know I've been a musician all my life, and I went from high school to Hollywood and went to Musicians Institute out in Hollywood. And while I was there, I played in a band, and it was the glam metal stuff. So I had, my hair was platinum blonde. It was down to my butt.
What?
I wore the all tattered up and laced up shirts and stuff, and skin tight latex pants with lace down the sides, man.
Oh no, Vic! What in the world, dude?
No, I used to have long hair, and at one point I had put it in Liberty spikes. I don't know if y'all know, but those are literally like they're individual, like 1, 2, 3, like the punk rock type.
Okay, right.
I used to have that going. I was born in '91.
Spikes, huh?
Huh?
Those were called Liberty Spikes, huh?
Well, that's what I've always called it. Yeah.
I didn't know, but yeah, that was a big punk rock thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a big time skater.
Oh, Mike used to listen to some Cinderella. I was into. Hey, Ron Real, we got Ron in the house, man. That's
I like
awesome.
Snow Right better than.
Brother? See, my first music when I started growing up, and it was straight up something that I just started listening to differently was like Guns N' Roses, first band, and I fell in love with that type of music. I was listening to that all the time. AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Leonard Skinner, just all those bands that I was listening to. Until one day, somehow I ran into one of my buddy's brother was jamming to Two Live Crew.
Oh.
And I was like, what in the world is this?
Right.
I was like, I can't believe music says that.
And were you into Two Live Crew?
Dude, when I heard Two Live Crew, I was like, what is that? So I started listening to it. And, I don't know if you've heard their songs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they're saying all these things about women and all that. And I'm just like, this is some cool stuff. Like, from there, I turned into like hip hop and rap music. And I went all out on that after that. And dude.
That's when the Vato Cantu came in.
The what?
The Vato.
Yeah, basically. That's where I started just. Yeah, I was there for a long time.
Awesome, that's awesome. Yeah, I think I have a picture of a show that I did. I was shirtless. I always played shirtless, but I have a picture where I was in those latex pants. I'll have to pull it. I'll have to find it, and maybe on the next show I can show it.
But, it's a must,
bro. That should be our logo right there.
I mean,
there we go.
I had the hair. I had the whole get up going, and man, I was hardcore, and I was all metal, man. I did the stick flips, the spinning.
Wow.
man.
Oh wow, man, that is crazy.
That's awesome.
I could if you were to. Oh, I couldn't. I can't picture that.
Yeah, I miss those days, man. It was fun times.
That's so cool.
I when I started to lose my hair, so I had promised I would never cut my hair. My hair was literally down to my butt. I had gorgeous, really long hair and stuff, and I started losing my hair, and I wasn't even aware that I was losing my hair because I didn't really have a receding hairline or anything, but I was kind of losing it all over, and as a result of my hair thinning, my hair would sort of clump up and it would look greasy, like I hadn't washed my hair. Like an hour after I showered, my hair would start to clump up and look kind of greasy just because that's where the hair was.
Yeah.
And I started freaking out. And by this time, I was married to Pam, and my wife said, "You're losing your hair." And
Time to let it go.
I was like, no, I've had long hair all my life. I can't lose my hair, man. And so I was in denial for a while, but it was getting to a point where I couldn't deny it anymore. And I was like, well, it's going to be all or nothing. So I shaved it, and I still that was 28 years ago, I think, or 28 years, 26 years ago. I still have the envelope with my hair in it because I was
Oh wow.
I was so freaked out about losing it, man.
I remember when I first shaved my head, I used to have hair. I had long hair because I liked, I was into that. But then I started cutting my hair lower and lower. By the time I knew it, my cousin and my stepbrother were pushing me to shave my head. And they're like, "Come on, dude, shave your head. It'll look so cool on you." And I'm like, no. They finally convinced me. And I remember the first time I'm sitting in the mirror. They're the ones shaving my head. And when I looked up, all I remember seeing my head looking green.
Green?
The wife. Just
What's she, what's she said?
She found my wallet in the bathroom floor.
Oh, you should take the money out first.
Yeah. She counted how much I had. But yeah, I remember seeing my head just green because I've never had shaved my head, and it was where my hair was at, the hairline, everywhere my head.
Oh yeah.
And then out of nowhere, my cousin just starts pouring alcohol all on my head, and it felt like it just lit up. Ooh, I was like, ah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but after that, I got so used to it that I had a shaved head for, almost 20 years until now.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so for about, I can say 3 or 4 years already, I've let my hair grow just because I'm like, I still got hair. I might as well mess with it and see what it does. And now I'm growing a mullet until I lose my hair.
Ron
now
says,
I'm doing dumb stuff. I'm just like, I don't care.
I've been losing my hair for a long time. Long.
Ron says, Vic, I'm just glad you didn't do a comb over. I was not going to do it. I had plenty of hair to do a comb over, but I wasn't about that, man. So I used to do some crazy crap with my hair. And my beard has kind of become an extension of what I used to do. So at one point, my wife did cornrows in my hair. This was when I was big into rock climbing, and I always wanted it out of the way. So when I was rock climbing, and then we made this, the Batman emblem.
Yeah.
We made a cardboard cutout of the Batman emblem, and I shaved the sides of my head, but I shaved the Batman emblem in the sides of my head. But on one side the hair was sticking out, on the other side it was in, so it looked like the Batman emblem flew through my head.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
It was really cool.
That's pretty cool.
What do you guys think of this stick, man?
I've already finished mine. It was delicious.
I'm starting to get that leather, real super leathery and smoky.
Yeah, It's getting real leathery for me now too. It still tastes great.
Oh yeah, I smoked it down to the nub. It was a wonderful stick.
Very nice. So, guys, on the next show, 2 weeks from now, we are going to have Brian Descend from Pravada Cigar Club on the show. He committed today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We also have somebody else that committed today. Lars Teaton committed
Lars
with me.
Teaton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he'll be coming on the show pretty soon.
So I have one Lars Teaton stick left in my. I'm pretty sure I've got one left in my humidor. The SS, the sweet and spicy or whatever.
Okay.
So when we have Lars, we'll have Lars on basically a month from now on the show after Brian.
Yeah.
And I'll smoke that stick. I actually like that stick. It's got a. Have you guys had that one?
I've only had.
I have not.
Yeah.
Would you say, Cesar?
I've only had the steampunk.
Oh, the steampunk. Okay, yeah, I've had the steampunk. I've had the sweet and spicy one, and I liked it, so I bought another one. And then there's one other one I've had, but I can't remember. I did an Instagram video of the other one that I had, and I was like, it's okay. And Jess from Cigar Prop, she was like, I love that stick. Sorry, man.
And see, there's no shop around here that sells Lars Teaton. That one was sent to me by a viewer up in Michigan. I believe he lives in Michigan. He just sent it to me, and I did the review on it.
Okay.
But dude, I can't find that stick anywhere around here.
That's what I was gonna say. I haven't had one at all.
You guys better find some, mail order some or some, because we want to represent. We'll look around. I've got quite a few Pravada cigars, so I'll try to send you guys a couple of Pravada cigars so we can all smoke with Brian.
Sounds good. That'd be awesome.
On the next show. You guys are going to cost me a fortune in cigars, man.
My buddy right here, JJ, he's a member of Pravada Cigar Club.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How's he like it?
It's pretty good depending on the month, and they always have a special cigar for each month. It's kind of a hit or miss on some cigars, but I like it. They keep it interesting, something new.
That's cool. And what do you know about the farm rolled thing he's doing? Are you going to join farm rolled as well?
I seen that. I haven't looked into it. I see a lot of people are going for that, so I might.
It's pretty cool. I just did a video. I just put a video out on the farm rolled stuff sometime this. I think it was Monday or something. It's a good deal, man. I mean, you're paying $5 a stick, and you're getting really quality sticks. They're really good.
I'm definitely gonna have to look into that now, because I mean, like I said, I like it because they change it up. It's not the same thing, getting the same stick every month. So they got some good selection.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with Pravada. Brian's doing an awesome job over there for sure.
Now you know who JJ is, right?
I've seen him on your videos. Yeah.
Yeah, he comes on once in a while when he comes down from Florida.
Yep. He lives in Florida.
No, he works in Florida, but he lives here in Texas, so he comes down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'll jump on with me and Robert, or just him whenever we get a chance. It all depends on his schedule, because when he comes on, he's real busy.
What kind of work do you do, JJ?
I'm an electrician doing substations right now.
Oh wow!
Building a whole lot of solar farms.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just got a lot going on over there in Florida.
So, what are you there during the week, and you come home on the weekends, or what?
I wish I could. The least amount of time that I spent away from home has been about a month. So.
Oh my gosh, man, that sucks.
Yeah, every time I come back in town, I try to stay anywhere from 3 days to a week.
I lost him.
Every time I come back down, I try to stay 3 days to a week. It all depending on how long I'm out of town.
Do you have a family, a wife and kids?
Just a wife for, right now. No kids yet.
Oh, it's got to be rough on your wife, man.
Yeah.
But you got to pay the bills,
every
right?
now and then if she gets a chance, she'll go out there and visit me.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we
But
got to.
it's not too bad.
We got to do what we got to do, man, to pay the bills.
Yeah.
I got to show you guys one more knife. This is my. This only comes out for special occasions.
Ooh,
This is
look at that.
This is a.
Oh wow!
So everything on the knife itself isn't custom. It's an Essie rat. It's from the Rat Cutlery Company. It's triple ES, which is a military. I don't remember what it stands for, but it's essentially a big military knife. It's huge. This thing weighs about 1.5 pounds or something.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh, it's so sharp, man. But it's got this little divot right here. So that divot is for friction fires, for doing bow fires where you're.
Oh, cool.
So that goes on top, and I use this for batoning, like batoning wood when I'm bushcrafting and stuff, and I freaking love this knife. But it's heavy. It's a lot of knife to wear, and then I got this cool case that I had a guy in Texas. There's a leather crafter in Texas that actually made this for me. It's got a pocket that I keep tinder in and stuff for starting fires. It's got my fire steel on the side for my fire starter, and then I can carry this 3 different ways. So it's got the belt loop on the top. Then he's got a patent on this design. You can put a belt through here so that you carry it higher, or you can put it across your back and put the belt through there so that it's a horizontal carry.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Really
like that
nice
a lot.
knife.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you one more gun then if you want to show one more knife.
Okay.
I was gonna bring out the ARs and stuff to see them. Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
Got my AR
man.
right here.
That's nice.
I
is-
called it.
My
that
Smith
is
& Wesson
nice, man.
MFP 15, and I've done a lot of upgrades to it. So I put the stock on here for a mag pull.
Okay.
I've done, it's got the red dot sight from Vortex. It's the Strikefire 2. The charging handle. I've changed the charging handle. Is it a BCM gunfighter? Midwest Industries, quad rail. I just got a lot of stuff to it, man. I put some money into it already.
So my buddy Keith that passed away 4 years ago, when he passed away, he was actually making uppers, custom making uppers for ARs, and he was starting to work on the lowers for him as well. My dad has an AR, but I don't have one. I'd like to get one.
I think it's something you should have in your home, at least one.
Yeah.
Hey, Cesar.
Everybody should have one.
Hey, I was told you need to change that optic. It looks hideous.
Oh yeah. Well, it actually goes with my because I have. Let's see, I'm gonna show you. Let's see, right here. I like keeping this right here, so it's my sight in case this
Iron
goes
sight?
out. But yeah, so what it does, it's basically right on it. You know what I mean? So I gotta have that red dot. I was thinking about getting something like.
Can you look under the red dot and use the iron sight, or did?
Yeah, I can use the iron sight with the red dot. So
Okay, that's cool. That's real cool.
yeah, so it works well, man. I love it. I go shooting with it all the time when I get a chance. But that's something where I had to pull it out this time just in case anything happens. But I got mags all over the house, sitting everywhere in secret spots. just in case, man.
So
Have a
Adam,
good one, Adam.
Adam Wolf is heading to bed. He's got to work.
Adam, good night,
early
brother.
tomorrow. And James said that we should hit up Dee, the cigar queen, because she's at Royal Leaf. She's got a bunch of Lars cigars left.
Oh, okay.
So we can check them out.
Cigar
And,
queen.
Let's see. And James also said that we need to have Lars sing Hennessy. I don't know what Hennessy is, but I think there's a story behind that. So we'll have to get him to sing that.
I know I don't like Hennessy.
I was talking to him earlier today when me and Lawrence were talking, and he was telling me that to go check out his video. I think it's called Cowboy.
Okay.
I was watching the video. It's pretty cool little song video.
Does he have a YouTube channel or something that you saw?
Yeah. He's got a YouTube channel. It's called Lars Team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't finish my thought earlier when I was asking you guys about hunting. What kind of guns do you use for hunting?
Well, I've been using my I got a Tika T3X Woodstock. It's a 30-06 with a
Nice.
Leopold scope on there.
Ooh, nice optics, nice everything, man. That's pretty cool.
So that's what I've been using. I just got me a Marlin, just something to play with. What was it? 246.
243.
243. I'm sorry. Yeah, 243.
Right.
Marlin that I just got a few weeks ago, and I need to put a scope on it and everything, so it's brand spanking new.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I use a Remington 700 with the I can't remember what they call the trigger system, but it's an X trigger or something like that. It's an adjustable trigger system on it,
Yeah.
and then I've got Nikon optics on it. It's also a 30-06. 30-06 to me is the best round ever made.
I love that round.
That is a fantastic round.
I love how it kicks too, man.
Yeah.
Shooting that thing, man.
I'm more of a bow hunter.
Oh, do you do bow hunting?
I haven't been bow hunting in a long time, but I prefer bow hunting versus gun hunting, I guess you could say. But bow hunting, I love.
I've got a custom made 55-pound longbow.
Wow.
Okay, longbow,
That a guy, gosh, I think he's in Texas as well. A guy made for me. It's a gorgeous bow. I haven't played with it in a while. I need to take it back out, but I'd like to get good enough just to maybe to hunt javelina. We have a lot of javelina around here.
Okay.
But I don't know. I guess if I got good enough, but I don't really trust myself with bow hunting and stuff. So
See, I like a nice recurve bow. It's real nice. I don't like all the high what is it, compound bow and all that.
bow. Yeah.
That's too much, man.
Yeah. Mike says he's got a 270. That's a nice gun.
Oh, 270 is a real nice gun. That gun's got some punch to it, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some what is that called? Damn, I just had it in my head. Doing my own rounds where I reloads. I'm thinking about doing some reloads. And I just actually earlier today I was talking to my buddy from Brownells. He's the guy that actually does all the gun works right there at Brownells. You ever heard of Brownells?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's one of the largest gun shops, I guess, in the U.S. You can say.
Okay.
But I was talking to him about it. And he's all telling me, what to grab and what to get. So I'm really close to doing that because, man, I like to sit there and do things with my hands, and doing.
Hold on. You can't be saying that. You can't be doing that. You can't. You knew it was coming, and you
got me back. You got me
see,
back.
Vic started laughing, and he knows exactly what you said it, and it was like, oh, there it is.
It was like that Care to Pair that I did where I talked about the tea bags. I tried to keep a straight face and keep going, but I couldn't hide it, man. I started laughing and Ron commented on that video. He thought that was hilarious.
There's a lot of times when you say something, you try so hard to keep a straight face, but it is hard.
Well,
It's
I mean,
hard, man.
sometimes when you're describing a cigar, you know what I mean? You just, in the
Oh,
beginning,
about how
you're
it's real
oh, it's
thick and
nice and
veiny.
thick and dark and veiny, and it's just like, God, I cannot just say that,
Okay. Oh my gosh. How does it always go there, man? Somehow people can, guys especially, can turn anything into
Yeah.
a gratuitous sex thing.
Let's say RCBS makes killer reloading equipment. I need to check it out, dude, because I'm gonna get up all the equipment to do it. Because I'm trying to build a shop in my shed where I can work on my guns and do reloads and just do stuff like that. So I'm definitely looking into that, man. I want to do reloads on 30-06, 308, 45-70, 9mm for now.
I've got RCBS reloading gear.
That's cool.
I haven't done much reloading myself. I've done a little bit. My dad has done a ton. My dad he never actually did competitive shooting, but he was really into. So my dad used to be an excellent bow hunter, and he's always been really good with guns and stuff. He got into that stuff like crazy. But here a couple months ago, he brought all of his reloading stuff and everything. I already had a setup. But he said I can't do it anymore, and he gave it all to me, man. And he gave my dad also shot a. Well, when I was growing up, my dad shot a 300 mag. That was his main hunting rifle.
Oh, that's a nice round.
Oh my gosh! So
and you got 300, right? Blackout. Well, it's a blackout now. Hey, there goes Kevin from Cigar Prop. What's up, buddy?
Hey, nice.
Hey.
Rob figured out how to join the show.
Oh yeah, you got some jokes. No, that was not my fault. Like he's talking about. I tried joining in the what was it? The what was that show? The live feed. What is it called?
Kevin's show?
No. Like the live lobby where you can have like 10. What is it called? Man. Oh no, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, Dojo.
Oh, Dojo. Okay.
Yeah, I tried joining in it, and it wouldn't show like it. For the life of me, it would not bring up the camera or the microphone for the life of me. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And finally, I ended up getting in, and then it just cut me off. So I'm like, "What the hell?" I don't know if it was because my phone couldn't handle it or what. And at one point, I was pressing it. It was just, I don't know.
I tried to have Brad on the Patriarchal Smoke Show last week, 2 weeks ago, and he had the same issue. He came into the stream, but it wouldn't recognize his camera and it wouldn't turn on the camera. So Tyler says, "Come down to Texas. He'll take us all hog hunting and maybe some helicopter."
You're right here. You could have just said it. What the hell?
Hey, Kevin says it's poor craftsmen that blames his tools.
Look, I'm gonna take back those cigars.
The Dojo Lounge. So I just loaded. I have a profile on Dojo, and I had the app for a long time on my phone, but I wasn't using it. But a lot of guys are in there, man. So I decided to load it on my phone again and try to start using it some more again.
That's cool. Hey, Kevin, guess who's right here with me, bro?
Oh, Ronnie's in here.
You can't see.
What happened?
I was telling Kevin, guess who's here?
What's going on, Kevin?
Oh, does he know Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. What's up, Ronnie?
Ronnie's in the house.
Whoop, whoop.
That sounds like a Mustang.
Yeah, Nicholas, you're right. The 300 mag does kick like a mule.
He said he still ain't heard a yes or no.
On what? A yes or no for
the
what?
hog hunting thing.
Oh, the
About
hog
going
hunting?
hog hunting?
Yeah,
Oh, dude, I'm ready for some hog hunting. I'm ready for
Oh,
I'm
I
ready
would,
too.
I would love to go hog hunting in Texas, man. You guys got some big hogs down there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And they running in packs, man. So you got to be careful out there when you're there.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh
Sometimes,
yeah, they chase
yeah.
you down. You shoot
Some of
one,
them
you
look
better
just
hope
like my
you get
ex.
the first shot.
Have you guys seen those pictures that Diggins has been posting of the rattlesnakes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Crazy rattlesnakes out there.
Holy cow, that's crazy, man. There's a lot of we have a lot of rattlesnakes, but I never see them like. I mean, that's insane how many he's got down there.
He does a lot of Photoshop.
Does it? You think so?
Yeah, those they're not real.
I guess I'm gullible, man. I look at those on
No.
my and I'm always asking him, how does he, like, did you see the one he did, like, I think it was yesterday, of the rattlesnakes mating and they were kind of doing this number?
No, I didn't see that
Yeah.
one.
I've seen
really,
it. Yeah.
Really cool pic. And I was thinking, okay, I was thinking he must have found that photo and just posted it or something, because
Yeah.
how did he get that close to him to see? I don't know, but it was a pretty cool picture though.
He
He's
probably
like
got
the
his room like
crocodile
crazy.
hunter.
What's that?
He's like the crocodile hunter. It's a
Yeah.
dangerous animal. I'm gonna touch it.
Tyler says they pay good. They pay good a tail here. Some ranchers pay $50 a tail. Oh yeah, because you guys, the hogs down there, it's a big problem, right? They go rutting up everything and tearing up the land. And,
Yeah, they tear everything up, man. If you don't control it, they breed like crazy and they start tearing everything up.
so
There's
what are the laws with hunting hogs?
There's no law. You can go out there at any time of the year and go out there and shoot them all up because
Wow.
they do destroy a lot of land, and there's a lot of ranchers out there that they'll let you go into their property just to kill them.
Oh
But
wow.
you got to take it. You can't just let them sit. You can't let them lay there dead. You got to take them with you.
Okay, so that brings the next question: are the wild hog down there good eating?
It's good, but I think it's better to do like a mix of hog and deer or or something like that, like sausage or
Okay.
things like that. So just by itself, I mean, it's a hog, man. You're gonna get that nasty, that
Bleachers.
gamey.
Bleacher says he's got to go for the night. Have a good night, Bleacher. Thanks for
Have a good
dropping
one.
in, bro.
All right, Bleacher, thanks for stopping by, brother.
And Jerome has dropped in. What's up, everyone?
What's up?
What's up?
I would love to go hog hunting, man. That would be awesome. I've been javelina hunting here once, which javelina are not. They look like wild hogs, but they're not. They're actually a rodent, and they're related to rats, but they're but they're a big javelina will probably weigh 90 pounds. So they're not
Yeah.
big like the hogs you guys have. But
Yeah, javelinas, we usually see them down south, close to the Mexican border.
okay.
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
I get javelina on my property all the time. In fact, I've walked out to my barn here before, and like I been on my phone doing something on my phone, and all of a sudden I'm right in the middle of them, and you're just like, whoa, man, with babies and everything. And I've been fortunate because they can get really pissy when their babies are around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in the middle of a javelina herd on my property 2 or 3 times.
Wow. I know. I was gonna tell you. Have you ever tried? Now, what is that animal called? It's like a rat. Also, we catch them here all the time.
Rat?
They look like possum. Wild
Possum.
possum. Have
Okay.
you ever tried that?
I've never had possum.
They're good if they're not from the city. But you got to know how to cook it too, man. You can't just, you got to know what you're doing.
Smoking Ronnie says he's cooked a 70-pound wild hog on his smoker, but you have to inject it with tons of seasoning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So So I hear from everyone around here that javelina are not good eating, but I've seen shows on YouTube where the Mexicans down south have done that pit cooking. What did you call that pit cooking on the last show?
Uh,
You had a name for it.
For what?
It's called,
For the pit cooking, when you bury them in a pit.
Oh,
I
in the
can't
ground.
remember the name.
Man, you're worthless, dude. You pulled it up. You pulled it out of your head on the last show, and now you can't remember.
I did. I can't remember. I cannot remember the name.
Mm.
No, it's in Spanish, bro. No pozo.
Y'all are supposed to know
We
this.
call it pozo because we know what we're talking about, but the actual name. Dude, I can't remember the name right now.
Squirrel, rabbit, and possum are all good eating. Tyler says. I've had squirrel. I've had
Squirrel's
rabbit.
good.
Never had possum.
I remember one time I went squirrel hunting, and I went with my buddy. But what we usually do, we'll separate and go our separate ways. And he'll go, a few miles one way, and I'll go a few miles the other way. And all I had was my Marlin, Model 60.
Okay.
Just a 22. And I'm just carrying it. I'm walking. And there was no squirrels anywhere. And I luckily happened to be close to one of the deer stands that are sitting pretty high.
Okay.
And I was close to it. And bunch of hawks came out of nowhere, man. And all I had was my 22. And I'm like, hell no, this thing's not going to do nothing. And they came to where I was at. Like, I don't know if they smelled me or what the hell, but they came right there where I was at. And I took off running, jumped on that, and just sat there waiting for them to leave. I didn't get nothing that day. They scared the hell out of all the squirrels that were around.
Barbacoa. Kevin got it for us. Barbacoa.
No, that's not barbacoa. I mean, barbacoa is what you get out of it, but it's
it's not the actual method of cooking.
not the method.
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
just the type of. It's kind of like
Kevin says, "I'm a simple man. I like cow."
I like cow.
Hey, who doesn't like beef, man? Beef is awesome.
Oh yeah.
So what are some of the crazier or more exotic meats that you guys have had?
Kangaroo.
Aside from Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic.
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo, okay.
I don't know, man. I mean, I've had let me see. I've had frog legs and frogs. I've had alligator. I've had all the I guess possum and.
Possum to me is pretty exotic. I've never had it, and we don't have possum around here that I know of.
And it wasn't when I ate possum. It wasn't something I was like, oh hell yeah, we got a possum. It was already cooked.
Okay.
And he told me what it was after I ate it. He was waiting for me to see if I liked it or not, and I was just like, "Oh, you asshole!" But it was.
So
He just told me I would have ate it anyways, man. I try anything. Well,
I've had kangaroo, rattlesnake, bull snake, alligator, grizzly bear, and I've had bull testicle.
before.
I never had that. I never had bull testicle.
That is not coming nowhere near me. No, no balls. No.
Kevin might know this place. There's a place in. I'm pretty sure it's in Miami. I don't remember. It's called something knife. The something knife, or maybe it's just called knife. Oh, this place is crazy, man. It's a big upper level restaurant, and this place is insane. So you all the eating is on the patio around the outside on the second floor. You go inside and it's all sort of buffet style, but and it's a big place. All around the outsides, they've got grills going, and you can just go up and say, "Give me some of that. Give me some of that." It's kind of like a Brazilian meat place, except for you go up and ask. And then in the middle of the room, they've got a big giant salad bar. And I was doing a job in Florida, and somebody told me about this place. I was like, "Oh man, I got to check it out." and that's where they had bull testicle. And I was like, throw it on the plate, man. I got to try it. And I just about killed myself that night. I swear I ate 5 pounds of meat, man.
Wow. Damn. 5 pounds just in the bull testicle.
Just about. Yeah, it's something knife. Man, I wish I could remember the name of it. Really, really cool. Expensive, man. I think that meal cost me $120, but man, it was really good.
If you ever get the chance, I heard that bat is really good right now. It's a delicacy right now, especially in China.
I wonder if we can import it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We can try it
Only
on the channel, see how it works.
Jerome says only a real man eats testicles. So, Tyler says kangaroo, elk, moose, nutria. I don't know what nutria is. Rocky Mountain oysters. That's testicle. Black bear, grizzly bear, emu, ostrich, alligator, rattlesnake. All taste good. Man, that's a.
You've eaten balls. You nasty.
That's a good list right there.
That's a good list, man. He's. I'd love to have moose sometime. I've had elk.
You see what
We're gonna have to start calling Vic the Tiger King with all the testicles.
Vic, have you seen that show?
I watched the show. It was insane, man. That show is. There's no words for it. It is just insane.
It's like one of those things where you're going, "Damn, I gotta watch what happened next. What's gonna happen next?"
Oh yeah, you get totally sucked into it, man.
Yeah, and it's like, what? He's running for president? I gotta watch this.
James,
that's what tripped me out. I was like, what?
James says nutria is the eat of the swamps. I'm gonna have to look up nutria. I don't know what it is, man. Kevin says nutria is an invasive species in Louisiana. It's a big rat. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. And Brian Diggins worked with Joe.
With Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
I think I saw something. I saw a post that he did. Hey, okay, so we're talking about Diggins. I wish Diggins was here.
Me too.
What is the whole thing about the Facebook jail and he just came back and stuff?
I heard it all. It is the dumbest thing ever.
Did he get booted off of Facebook for a while?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
For something very stupid. And
wow.
He should have not been banned at all.
Huh. Yeah, I saw the post and I tapped that and I was like, wait a minute, I missed something here, man. I tried to go back and find it, but I couldn't find anything on it.
Yeah, it was very, very uncalled for ban. It was very stupid. He was basically sticking up for himself, basically.
Someone get Vic some Jolly Ranchers. Is that my voice getting scratchy?
No, you sound good.
I put the headphones on and I just naturally start talking louder and then my voice starts to get scratchy. Or maybe because I've got bad testicle breath.
Look, y'all talking about food and don't worry about me. I'll be sitting here.
I know what I've tried. Was it bison? That's actually real good meat.
Oh yeah, I've had bison before.
Yeah, so I've had goat. Yeah, goat's real good.
Ronnie says he got banned by a bot. And
by a bot?
By a bot. How does a bot ban you? No, it's an inside Diggins joke. The Jolly Rancher thing is an inside Diggins joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've had quail.
Quail are good. Dove.
Yeah,
I've gone dove hunting and I've had dove. Oh man, dove poppers. My wife
yes,
made
the bacon and cheese, the cream cheese.
Oh. No, she did jalapenos stuffed with dove, and then maybe it was because there was oh my gosh, it was so good, man.
The best. That's how we do them all the time. That's how we do it.
Yep.
We have a huge bison farm locally here, Kevin says.
Yeah. Oh, for real? That's pretty cool.
Mutton is big here in Kentucky. Mutton is lamb, right? That's basically lamb.
Yeah.
Send some this way. Yeah, bison's good. So I think the best meat I ever had though was grizzly bear up in Montana. It blew my mind. It was so good, man.
Yeah,
I would
I also had some of that.
I would eat grizzly bear all the time if I could. So my wife and I seriously considered moving to Alaska here just like a year and a half ago. We were gonna uproot, sell everything, and go totally off grid, man. Almost pulled the trigger on it.
Dang, that would have been nice, huh?
I don't know if I could have hacked it. The cold, man. The cold is I just don't do good with cold. But yeah, I really wanted to do it, man. I was thinking, golly, and for me it was a total escapism thing. I was just like, I want out of here, man.
Yeah, man. But where you're at is pretty nice, man. Like I always said, you live out there on a ranch. It's nice.
I can't complain, dude. I am truly blessed with where I live. I would think grizzly would be a little tough because they are so active. So, Ron, it's kind of a cool story. My dad and I went hunting. We were going elk hunting in up north of Red Lodge, Montana. This is back when I lived in Montana, and we stopped in this little mom and pop diner thing that was up on the, I don't remember the hill, the mountain range that Red Lodge is in. But anyways, we went in, and this gorgeous, oh my gosh, this absolutely gorgeous, it was the daughter of the husband and wife that owned the place. She's all dressed in bloody blue jeans, a plaid shirt and everything, but she was just stunning, man. And my dad has a knack for starting conversation with anybody. He can talk to any person on the planet about anything. I don't know how he does it, but he fired up a conversation with her, and she was saying, yeah, I just got a grizzly bear last night. And she asked if we had ever had it, and we said no. And like 30 minutes later, she came out with a plate of just grizzly meat that she had diced up, and I think all I had was salt and pepper on it or something. But oh my gosh, it was so good.
You see Kevin's comment?
What's he say? Have you ever seen a cow after it's been washed and conditioned? It's pretty cool. Washed and conditioned?
I have.
So, like, while the cow is still alive, I mean, out here, I've seen the cows, like, after a rainstorm, and they get real fluffy. You want to like just cuddle with them because they get so fluffy.
I don't know, but I've tipped them before.
You what?
I've tipped them before.
For real?
Yeah.
My mom and her brothers used to do that as kids.
Yeah. That's what we're kids, man. We're being dumb, and we're out there at night tipped them. We got a big ass trouble, man, because they weren't ours.
So how do you go about tipping a cow for real?
Well, the way we were just doing it was they would fall asleep standing up sometimes, or they would just stand there, and we would run towards them and just tackle them on the side of on their side, boom, and just tip them over.
You should have tackled a foot.
Yeah, like we tackle like a football, like boom, that's how we did it.
A full size cow?
A full size cow.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
brutal.
man.
And you just start seeing them kicking.
That's hilarious.
Dude, we got in so much trouble, man. Oh, we got in so much trouble.
Best ever is the Japanese Wagyu A5 or Picana Wagyu, hands down, like butter. So, interesting story about Japanese hunting. I met a guy through YouTube about 5 years ago. He's a doctor, a medical doctor over there, and he's an avid hunter. He's not on the big island, the main island of Japan, but the next big one that's above it that starts with an H. I can't remember the name of it. And
yeah, good night, Kevin.
He would go out. Hey, see you, Kevin. Thanks for dropping in, bro.
Thanks, brother.
So he's really big into knives, and he's really big into hunting. and his videos were all about knives. He talked about how to sharpen knives and just tons and tons of knife videos. But he would do videos of him hunting, and he would go out, and they've got these deer over there called Sika deer, and they kind of look like a reindeer. They're really shaggy, and they're bigger than like bigger than a large whitetail or a large mule deer, but smaller than an elk. And he would go out hunting, and in one season he would typically get somewhere between 60 to 80 deer. Okay.
Wow.
60 to 80 deer. And he would all he would cut off the deer is the back strap and the back legs, the haunches. That's all he would take off the deer. So I reached out to him and I said, what the heck, man? First off, how are you able to shoot that many deer? And why do you leave so much meat out in the field? And he said that on that whole island, there's only 2,000 hunters. And the process to get a hunting license, the process to buy a gun and to get a hunting license, you have to go through a 6-month psych evaluation, basically. And you have to get fingerprinted and all this stuff. You have to go through interviews with the police and stuff before you can finally get a gun and get a license. But these Sika deer, because there's so few hunters, the Sika deer are overtaking. There's just a massive population of them. Yeah. So every year, these 2,000 hunters can go out and get. He said the limit varies. Sometimes it's 60, sometimes it's 80. So he would get his deer and take the meat home, and then he would dry cure the meat for several months, and then he would give the meat. He would keep some meat for himself, but he would give a lot of the meat away to like his employees that worked for him and friends and family and stuff like this. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. Is there any way I can get a license to hunt over there? Because if I could go hunting over there just one season, I could get enough meat forever, man. And he was like, nope, you can't do it. But I just thought that was crazy. They every year they can get between 60 and 80 deer.
Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. You all right there, Robert?
Yeah, my back's killing me. I'm holding my phone.
You're leaning back in your chair there?
Yeah.
Why don't you get a stand or something for your
yeah, about that. Let's see here. Hold up.
It's a non-essential right now. Walmart.
That's my setup.
That's your setup. Is that a speaker?
That's a speaker. There's my little.
That is all kinds of ghetto, man. That is awesome.
Very.
What kind of speaker is it?
Pioneer.
Pioneer. All right. I'm an audiophile as well, so I'm into speakers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Well, that's about it for me, guys. I finished my cigar, man.
Oh yeah, same here.
We are going to have Brian DeSin from Privada Cigar Club on the next show in 2 weeks. He committed today to it. I sent him. I think I sent him the invite already. But we're going to talk Privada and kind of talk about what he's doing over there and how this whole farm rolled thing came about and stuff. So I'm excited about that. Brian and I go back and forth a lot through email and stuff, and I've got his phone number, but we've never actually spoken before. So it'll be kind of cool to actually chat with him.
Oh yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
He's a cool dude. And then in 1 month on the next show after that, we're going to have who, Cesar?
Lars Teton.
Lars Teton on the show. That'll be that'll be exciting because Lars is a character. I'll be interested in talking to that guy.
it was crazy how it just came about, man. He just started messaging me. We started talking. We've been talking since, and then I just brought up the show, and I was like, "Hey, you want to jump on there?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So,
That's awesome.
So how did he reach out to you? How did he find you?
he just messaged me. He friend requested me and started
On
talking to
Facebook?
me on Facebook, and we just
Okay.
kept going and been talking since. I think his girlfriend or his wife or something like that had messaged me first, and our friend requested me, and then they followed me on YouTube and all that, and from there on, it's just been.
That's pretty cool, man.
Well, I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy.
So Brad had Lars on. Has Kevin had Lars on? I don't remember. I know he reviewed.
I don't know. I think
the
he
cigars,
has.
but I think he has. I don't remember that. But anyways, that'll be a pretty cool show.
Yeah.
And hey, is Ron still on here? Because I would love in maybe in the third show after that, I'd love to get Ron on here as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love
That'd
that.
be awesome.
So Ron, if you're down, bro, we'll get you on the show and we'll have a herf.
Yeah, we'll have Ron. We'll see if we get Kevin and maybe everybody else. Just have them on here.
Are you falling asleep, man? You're like, well, we'll just
No.
get some people on here. Whoever else wants to come on.
No, we can have like Lee Mack. We'll have Carlos. We'll
get
have
Lee Mack on. Yeah.
maybe Steven or somebody. Just have everybody on. Just have a good time
And be us.
Quake said to get yourself a selfie stick, Rob, and then smoking ash said better late than never.
Hey, I would totally rock a selfie stick right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
I got a real long selfie stick I can send you, dude. But it's just as long as you don't do any man spreading, then. Because this thing.
Cancel it because I can't promise that.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, so that's Tom. I was on Tom's video today. So we'll get Cigar Medics on here for sure. Yeah, and he and I talked about that today. Actually, I'm glad he said something because I totally spaced it. So we'll get Tom and Lou on here. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check out the Cigar Medics Instagram TV, IGTV video. We did a short little video today. I think they put it on their YouTube channel too, and he sent it to me, so I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome's like, man spreading. that's I've been accused of that before. That's when you sit with your legs too wide. So
I hope it's not on that new toilet seat you got going on over there.
Oh God.
My bidet. I'll tell you what, man. I don't think we've used a single roll of toilet paper in 2 weeks now.
Hey, I would do the same thing. Not even gonna lie.
Oh God! I went to my brother-in-law's house last weekend, and they have one. And it's
really?
Like, yeah, and it's like the legit whole thing. They got the whole controller like mounted on the side of the wall. I mean, it's like legit, man.
Yeah,
you loved it.
So you can order a bidet. It's like a seat. You remove your toilet seat and you put it on and stuff, and it's got this thing that goes around like this and sprays you and everything. Mine ain't that fancy. Mine's essentially just a glorified sink sprayer.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, it's got some pressure. You better be careful when you shoot that thing, man. It'll do some damage. actually,
might get your golden nuggets.
Yeah. It'll skin them. You know, it only takes 5 pounds of pressure to rip the scrotum off.
Really?
Yeah. Don't tell me how I know that, but it only takes 5 pounds of pressure.
So at least I know already.
Yeah, if you ever get in a self-defense situation, just go for that.
Oh man.
All right, guys, we got to wrap it up, man.
All
Everyone,
right, guys.
have a great night. Thank you for joining us, and we will catch you all on. Hey, Cesar and Rob, where can they find you guys?
You can find us on YouTube at Smoking Lead. Also, you can join our private group called Smoking Lead Disciples on Facebook.
Yep.
Or on Instagram, you can also find us at Smoking Lead.
Yep.
Very cool. And obviously the High Desert Man channel, that's where you guys are now, and everything. All my stuff on online is High Desert Man AZ, except for the Patriarchal Smoke group. I don't talk about that much because it seems I posted on the Spirited Smoke, which is the Pravada social media platform. I posted about Patriarchal Smoke and told people about it. And I got one comment, and the guy said, "Cigars and Bible study. That sounds interesting." That's all he said.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
guys.
Thanks, Quakes, Mike, Jerome, James, TC, Big
Yeah.
Mike. Everybody, thanks
Thank
for
you all
joining
for
us,
showing.
hanging out with us. God
James,
bless.
too much information. Too much information. That's what we do here. All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right,
Have a
guys.
blessed one.
Good night. God bless.